We're here with Bob Ryan, a familiar face to many within the AMS as a fellow and past president. He is also an institution in broadcast meteorology in Washington, having been on air there for more than 3 decades. Bob is this year's recipient of the AMS Award for Broadcast Meteorology, bestowed in recognition of a career based on personal integrity and dedication to advancing the science of meteorology through broadcasting, education, promotion of safety, and support of colleagues. Tell us a little about your style of weather communication. How do you connect with viewers and the community?
I think I've always been not thinking about how many people are watching. There's one person watching. And I often, when young people come in, and rather than the teleprompter or anything, you're looking through the camera and there's one person on the other side that you want to talk to help them make a weather-related decision. So I guess that's what I've always thought about. The only time I was really aware of a lot of people watching is when my parents were alive, and I knew they were in town, and I was aware. But other than that, I'm talking to one person as we were talking.
I see, okay. Well, you have an exceptional rapport with your colleagues as well and serve on several AMS boards. Why are these relationships important to you?
I think any of us who care about and have been part and seen the great advance in meteorology want to also then see how that can be shared with the economy, the general population, the world population. And it certainly has, when I was growing up, my goodness, the idea of ensemble models or numerical forecasting was just beginning. And to see the great advances that we've had in the science, not only in meteorology, but oceanography and all the related sciences, as I'm sure Ken Spengler would say, has been really, really so satisfying. And then to try and have the application of that to everybody every day is really, I think, what it's all about.
When you first learned that you were going to receive this award, what was your reaction?
My reaction was I was thinking of all of the people that had come before me and that had had an influence to some extent on all of us. And people like Don Kent when I was in Boston, some of the legends, and my friend Bob Copeland, and people from all over the country. And so it's nice to be in that very, very special company.
I'd imagine over the years that you've had more than one unusual situation arise while on the air. What moment comes to mind as perhaps the most compelling?
Well, one of the things I've always tried to do is to use the information behind me, then to translate it. And years ago, before we had chroma key and all, I actually had a marker, a temper marker, that I would draw around, and it started dribbling. And the camera people just started breaking up, and once you're on one of those start giggling and laughing, you can't stop. And it was a pretty serious weather situation. So, and then I've had a few other goofs, but that one is the one that comes to mind where you just lose it and you think, my goodness, they're good. That's the end of my career, but it didn't work out that way.
And what words of experience would you share with those wanting to follow in your footsteps?
Well, I think one, be yourself. None of us, people talk about when you're on television and you're broadcasting, none of us are actors, and we have to be really enthusiastic. And if you don't care and you're not enthusiastic about the weather, how can you expect somebody watching you and then trying to make the decision to be enthusiastic about what you're talking about too? So be yourself. And again, you're talking to one person.
Yes, good advice. Well, thank you for taking the time to speak with us, and congratulations again.
Thank you. Thank you very much.